What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. Yeah, guys, so I'm sitting here. I was gonna do my intro and I noticed, like, as I move the camera down in third-person view, there's like this weird box around me. The sky's all black now. Weird. Yeah, I don't know if that... Has that been a thing for a while, or is that just my game messing up right now? I don't know. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting anyway. So yeah, guys, welcome back. So last episode, we made ourselves a jetpack, and we can fly. I've been going into the nether, and I've been mining ores and things like that. I've smelted some of the ores that we collected last episode, so we're up to 14 blocks of copper now, 12 blocks of iron. Yep, and then, whoa, careful. And let's see, I collected one nether platinum ore. I've got some lapis and things like that. Also, I've turned a lot of our lapis into lapis blocks and redstone blocks, so we're good on both of those for a little bit. I found some nether saltpeter ore. This is good. This will help us get niter later on, which we're gonna need. I can't remember why. Maybe that's for pyrotheum or anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. We need it for later. Nether tin ore. Got a bunch of quartz ore, so we can make ourselves a tool with a lot of sharpness on there. So yeah, that's really awesome. So last episode I was struggling trying to get the armor on my jetpack, and surprisingly enough, nobody in the comments was able to tell me what I was doing wrong, but I figured it out on my own. So if we do that and this, there we go. There's a leadstone jetpack armored. Now, before we do this, before you did have to like shift click those onto the jetpack, by the way. that's why I messed up. But anyway, before we do this, I was looking at the next tier, like the hardened jetpack, for instance. And in order to make that, we have to put in the jetpack without the armor on there, it looks like. So if we have a jetpack with the armor, the way we get it without the armor is by putting it into the crafting grid. And I don't know if we get the piece of armor back or if it's just destroyed. I've seen it before when you do recipes like this where you do get pieces back. Maybe it just doesn't show there's like an extra output here. I don't know. But anyway, what I want to do is just automatically, or I guess straight upgrade this to the next tier before we put that armor on. So I was also looking at the next tier armor, the bronze armor plating. And we do need the iron armor plating and an induction smelter with some bronze ingots, 10 of them actually. And that will get us our bronze armor plating. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. And then I'll look at making all the pieces that we need for the next tier jetpack. So we're going to need the hardened flux capacitor, which is the leadstone with a little bit of invar and some tin and some redstone. And then we're going to need to make some reactant to dynamos. I think we should have all the bits and pieces and parts and everything we need now, thanks to our nether access. So yeah, guys, let me go ahead and upgrade our jetpack to the tier 2 hardened jetpack. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. It holds 400,000. The current leadstone one we have holds 25,000, which doesn't last very long at all, and it's very slow too. So yeah, let me go and upgrade our jetpack, get some pieces going, and we'll be right back, guys. Oh my goodness, guys, so that's taken a bit of time to get to this point. I did make the induction smelter, and I made a bunch of bronze, and I made a bunch of invar, but we got enough stuff here where we can make our jetpack. That's the hardened jetpack, our tier 2, and it's got a little bit of power in it left over from our tier 1 jetpack. Okay, so hold shift for details, allows flight when active, must be worn as chestplate, press U for the GUI or GUI, fuel usage 50 RF a tick. Particles default. Okay, so not a lot of information there. So induction smelter. Let's go ahead and hook this guy up. I believe we're gonna have to give that some power. So I'll just throw some coal right in there. And that should be charging that up. It's gonna be charging up 2 of these machines. Yeah, that one's already full. Maybe I should just grab a little bit more coal. Let's go and let that go for a minute. Okay, so we needed to put the iron, and then it was like 10 bronze on there, and I think that is the recipe for the next tier armor. Is that thing making a sound? I guess that's making a sound. I didn't know if I don't remember the induction smelter making a sound before. Maybe that's a config setting, or I don't know, maybe something new in the mod. But anyway, there we go, bronze armor plating. So now we should be able to put this in this. Hardened jetpack, armored, nice. How much armor does that give us? That gives us 3 shirts. Very cool. Okay, and we also, it looks like we're wearing armor actually. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I like that. So the next thing, we need to charge this thing up since it doesn't have very much power in it. Stick that right there. That should suck all the power out of this pretty much. One more thing I wanted to do, I believe I want to make another one of these flux capacitors. So leadstone, so it's 2 lead, copper, and 3. So 2 lead, a copper, 3 redstone. Let's go and get this made real quick. So copper, I guess, nope, we already had copper on us. So lead, redstone, and a sulfur. And then we need to upgrade this, and I believe it was tin. 1 piece of tin and Invar, was it? I can't remember. Yeah, Invar. Do we actually have enough? No, we might not have enough Invar here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make another piece of Invar unless we got some hidden around here that I'm not aware of. Invar. We got nuggets. I don't think that's gonna work though. Yeah, I want to make another one of these, a flux capacitor for backup in case we run out of power on our jetpack and we need to get home. Always a good idea to have one of those on you. Alright, so let's let this thing charge back up. Let's see how this jetpack performs. So engine off, engine on. So we go up a little bit faster, we go down a little bit faster. Now I know one of these tiers of jetpack, I don't know if it's this particular one or not, has a mode where like if you're falling and you're gonna die to fall damage, it'll automatically turn hover mode on for you. But I don't know if it's this tier or a different tier jetpack. Okay, well, let me go ahead, make some more Invar here. I'll wait for this to get power. We'll charge up everything all the way, and then we will move on to something else, guys. Alright guys, so one of the things that is kind of bothering me about our setup here, besides the fact that we don't have a whole heck of a lot of room, but again, this is like our temporary base. Once we get enough resources and we're able to build up higher and with more blocks and better materials, I think that's what I want to do. But one of the things that's really annoying me, and it's been annoying me since I first did it, was when we installed the fire underneath this crucible down here. That sound is driving me insane. So there's a couple things we could do. We can move the fire down, the crucible down, and all of that stuff, which I think we might do. There's also, what is the thing called? Sound muffler? I'm not sure if this thing actually will make the fire less noisy. We can try this. Hopefully that'll work. Let's give that one a go because it's actually less work than moving the fire down lower. So we need 8 wool plus 8 wood and a piece of redstone. I think we can manage all of that stuff. It's not super expensive. We should have a bunch of string over here. You know what? Is that going to use up all my string? I might use... No, that's only going to use up half of it. So let's do 8 of those. We're probably going to have to infest another tree and farm some more string here pretty quick. Yeah, I think all the wood's over here, right? And that... And let's put the wheat away. Wheat. We can use this crafting table here. Okay, so there's that, and that'll make a note block, and then we surround the note block with wool, and we get a sound muffler. And hopefully this will make that fire not so annoying anymore. Now, I don't know if the sound muffler is flammable. Hopefully it's not. But I think I'm just gonna stick this thing right there. Okay, we hear the crackling now. Actually, maybe I should get like a slab or something, just to make sure. Get some slabs, surround that sound muffler with the slabs. Let's turn the jetpack off. There, that should technically be no way that could catch on fire. I don't even know if the sound mufflers are flammable or inflammable or whatever you want to call it. That is kind of a weird thing in the English language, isn't it? Flammable and inflammable mean the exact same thing. That's so weird. You think inflammable would mean it's not flammable, but nope. Nope, it actually means the same exact thing. Okay, so our hardened flux capacitor finally finished up. Our jetpack is basically full. We can shift click this thing to turn this on. So this will charge anything that's on our hotbar. So for instance, if I take this jetpack and stick it here. Oh, I actually have to be holding it, I think. There we go. Now it's completely full once again. So that's pretty cool. So this is portable storage portable power, I should say. When we eventually get our tools upgraded to have RF on them, this will power our tools so we can keep using them for a lot longer. Now here's something else. Somebody, actually a few people in the comments of last video were facepalming. They're like, why didn't you just upgrade this tool with the Alumite to give it the higher mining, right? I mean, that would make sense, but this tool right here has Lapis on there, which means it has Fortune. Once you put Fortune on a tool, you can't put Silk Touch. We put Silk Touch on there because the nether ores have a chance of exploding if you don't Silk Touch them. So yeah, we wanted a Silk Touch pick. We wanted one with the higher mining level. So that's why we made a second pick here. Yes, I know you can upgrade these tools. I have used Iguana Tweaks for Tinker's Construct many times before, guys. Okay, so fire sound taken care of. Next thing, I am using a lot of coal to get power here, and I think it's time that we look at something else. In our quest book here, we do have a section, 2 quests with unclaimed rewards. Okay, we'll look at that in a minute. We do have a section here for power grid. Yeah, this one right here. Let's open that. So this will give us a bunch of different ways to make power. But I don't see in here. Let's actually look. Lava generator. We want to upgrade to this. This is where we want to be. And that's not super expensive. We can infinitely make lava right now. Since we can put lava into a crucible, as long as it's got a heat source under it, it melts in. Yeah, we put cobble into a crucible, it melts into lava. We should be able to pipe that lava out into a lava generator, which will make power, and we can automatically generate cobblestone using this transfer node. So yeah, we have ways here to automatically make power, and I think it's time we upgrade to that. So one of the first things I want to do is I want to make more crucibles, because we're going to want to put a lot of cobblestone into these things to melt into lava. I really don't know how much lava we're going to need, but if lava is going to be our main power source, at least for now, we're going to want a lot of those. So in order to make clay, or the porcelain clay, we have to make regular clay. And to make regular clay, you put dust into a barrel. So let's go ahead and set up some of these guys over here. What is this? That's a stone barrel. So we'll just go ahead and fill each one of these up. Whoops. Can I click on the water, please? Stupid crops are in the way. And right there. Okay, so now that that's done, we need to get ourselves some dust. Might be a good time to move this thing, huh? Guess we lose that piece of gravel after all. I wasn't sure if we would or if it would pop out. So we can stick that guy here. This should get some power. We can go ahead and put that there, and that should do its thing. Again, we're going to have to use a bit of coal to get this thing going, but I think that'll be fine. I would like to try this with speed upgrades eventually, but for now, this will do its thing. So I'll go ahead and sleep. I will make some dust. I'll put the dust in these barrels, make clay. We'll combine that with bone meal to make the porcelain clay. Make the unfired crucibles, fire them, and then we can move on. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. So let's look at making the speed upgrades for that thing over there. That requires pyrotheum dust, which is pulverized coal, sulfur, redstone, and blaze powder. We got the blaze powder from sifting dust. We got the sulfur from killing the nether hellfish and pulverizing some of the nether ores, I think, or maybe it was just netherrack. I can't remember. We got some of this stuff. Pulverized coal you can just get by pulverizing coal, obviously, and then redstone. So pretty easy, and we got enough here for a bit of the pyrotheum. So let's go ahead and grab this. And then the speed upgrade requires electrum nuggets, 4 invar, and then 1 pyrotheum. So let's go ahead and make some nuggets and some invar and a pyrotheum. Okay, so I don't know how these speed upgrades affect this machine. Obviously, it makes them go faster, but let's check this out. So if we put the gravel in there, and then we put in, I don't even know, is it this slot? This slot. Does that make that go much faster, consuming 7 RF a tick? Consuming 8 RF a tick. Wow, that's like no change. I'm sure there is a change, but it doesn't feel like there's a change there. Well, we got 4 more Invar. I guess we can make another one of those, right? So, was it the Invar here and the Electrum here? I can't remember. I think I did that the other way. Yeah, it's like this. Okay, so here's 2 more upgrades. Oh, man. Well, that feels like it's a little faster. Now it's taking 10 RF a tick. Okay. So each one of those upgrades adds 1 RF a tick. We can probably put 1 stack of upgrades in here. I'm not sure how fast this is going to go. I feel like we're going to need multiple automatic hammers at some point, like for each type of material. Like if we want gravel, for instance, we're going to have to probably have like 4 or 5 of these things making gravel out of cobblestone. Okay, well that's good to know. But we have our dust, so now I can go ahead and make our clay and continue on with our stuff here. So yeah, let me go ahead and do that and we'll be back, guys. So I'm building out our platform a little bit bigger here, and I'm using our builder's wand, and I'm getting this strange lag. I'm not sure what's causing it. Like, my game's freezing a little bit. How's our memory doing? Our memory's fine. But yeah, something is definitely wrong. Like, I placed blocks there, and it's gonna take it a minute to be like, oh, you wanted to use the builder's wand. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. That is exceptionally weird, though. But they will come into place. Yeah, look at that. That took it forever. That is so weird. If I do it over here, oh yeah, it's like the game is just broken. I'm noticing, too, when I was doing that, these things, like, those are flashing. I didn't see that before. Maybe that... Okay, maybe that's just Z fighting because of the borders of this thing. Okay, so that has nothing to do with that. Now it's working fine. What? That is really, really strange. I wonder what was going on that was causing that to lag like that. Now it's just working normally. Anyway, I thought I'd bring you guys in to show you that little weird stuff. But yeah, now we got a platform over here. We can move our machines to a better spot. Right here was really... It was getting kind of cramped here, to be honest. But yeah, right there was really in the way. That should be a pathway down here. We will probably move the machine so they'll be on this side. I do want to kind of have some storage over here for our ores and our stuff. So I want to have some kind of like a little mini storage area for that until we get Applied Energistics hooked up and we can use our remote. These machines will probably be moved over here somewhere. And then I made 12 crucibles. And I think what we're going to do is set those up over on this side. We'll automatically pipe cobblestone into them. They will make lava, and we will automatically pipe the lava out and store it somewhere. I haven't decided how we're going to do this just yet. I'm thinking we're going to use the transfer pipes from extra utilities. And the reason why I'm thinking this, because if we do thermodynamics and we look at all the different stuff here, like the hardened servo requires a lot of invar and iron and stuff, and if we hold shift, so there was some reason actually. Maybe it was the reinforced servo I was looking at. Yeah, that required the hardened lithium glass, which is pulverized obsidian lithium blend. I don't even know what this is. This is like new since I've done this stuff, because this is not an infinity anyway. I guess that's some kind of a new thing that they've added. I think that the transfer nodes in general are just going to be cheaper. Where are the fluid ducts? Is it fluid duct? Okay, fluid duct. So flux plated, which would allow power and fluid to go through, we don't want. So hardened fluid duct is what we would need if we want lava. We have the tempered fluid duct, which would break with lava in it. And this right here requires the lithium as well, or hardened glass. How do you make hardened glass? Lead or pulverized obsidian. Interesting. Okay, so there's a couple different recipes here, or we can pour lead on top of obsidian. That's actually probably a better way of doing it, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, item node, transfer node. The transfer node liquid, we can make 4 of these with 5 iron, 2 lapis, an ender pearl, and 1 pipe. It can be any of these different types of pipe, including just a regular transfer pipe like that. So I think this is what we're going to do. This seems like the cheapest option and probably the better option until we get all the different upgrades and things like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I forgot we had the jetpack on. I was going to sprint jump over here. So let's grab one ender pearl. I want to make these. Oh yeah, that jetpack. Doesn't seem to make you move much faster though. So transfer pipe, this, 2 lapis, a bucket, aluminum. Wait, I forgot the recipe already. 2 lapis. Okay, so aluminum, we will go ahead and convert into that, which will turn into an iron bucket for some reason. Again, I forgot the recipe, so we need 2 iron actually. So iron, and lapis. There we go. So there we go, and we got some transfer node liquids. So another thing that we'll do is we can pump from this crucible into this tank automatically, which I think I really want to do because I'm tired of bucketing that stuff around. So if we're gonna do that, our sound muffler actually needs to be moved. So let's do this. Hopefully it doesn't catch on fire. Got it. So yeah, the crucible is here and the seared tank is right there. Whoops. So all we have to do is just put a transfer node right like that. Hopefully that doesn't fill up the casting basin full of lava. I think I can use a wrench or something. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to go upstairs and look. I think I can use a wrench to turn that off. But yeah, that sucked all the lava out, and now our seared tank is full, and the excess lava is now stored in that node. So the next part of this, we would need... We want to make this kind of automatic here. So I think I'm gonna make myself a hopper. Do we want to do a hopper, or do we want to actually just pipe the... I think we're just gonna do a hopper. So we need a chest and 5 iron. We can do that real quick. Kind of getting sidetracked here from the task at hand, making all that lava. But this is something else that I want to do as well. So we will just go ahead and do this real quick. So there's that. We'll make a chest. We'll put 5 iron. Like that. Okay. Hopper goes into the crucible. And then we could just grab some stacks of cobblestone like so. And watch that do absolutely nothing. Why is that not going in there? Does this actually have to be on top? All right, let's break that. I thought we could do it from the side, but apparently you gotta do it from the top, which is kind of annoying. I might have to move this down 1 block then. Hopper. Yeah, now it fills it up automatically. Okay, well that kind of stinks. I was thinking we could pipe in the cobblestone from the side, but apparently it doesn't want you to do that. Okay, well at least our lava is automated now for the smeltery. What do we have in there? I forgot. Oh yeah, that's right. I made another thing of Invar. And let's put a slab right here to fill in that hole. Okay, there we go. Oh, I never did put the sound muffler back, did I? Let's get that down there because that fire is still super annoying. I guess we'll stick it right there. Hopefully that'll be good enough to keep everything quiet down there. All right, so the next thing is we need to get these crucibles laid out. We got plenty of netherrack. So I think we're probably gonna end up doing more fire along here. We'll probably break out, let's do like 3 blocks. Okay, that is all over void. So we'll probably put the crucibles, at this level? No, we'd probably want it 1 level up. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna get the lava out of these things as well. Okay, so let me do some things off camera here, guys. I'm gonna try and figure out how we'll get these crucibles laid out, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I got our crucibles laid out. We got some netherrack with fire underneath them. I did move the sound muffler to about right here, but I am gonna have to make more sound mufflers. There's just not enough room to get that fire over there and this fire over here. Eventually, what I'd like to do is get a lava production area and then wirelessly you know, tesseract the lava from point to point, and then we don't have to worry about that. We can have the lava production somewhere we never go, and we don't have to worry about the sound from the fire being like around where we're actually trying to work. But anyway, that'll be in the future sometime. So I just did this kind of a getaway. We have transfer pipes just taken off of this one transfer node from our cobblestone generator and just dumping it over here into these crucibles. Yeah, the crucibles are filling up with lava nicely. We almost got 4 buckets in that first one. That was the first one I hooked up. And then about 3 buckets in the rest of them. So I made a portable tank. This is made out of Invar and some copper and glass. It's not super expensive. I think we are just going to go ahead and put a tank right here. Yep, that's what we're going to do. I know, it's crazy. And then I think we're just going to pipe lava out of these things, right like this. I need one more. I didn't make the last one yet. But yeah, look at that. We are getting plenty of lava in there. Almost, well, we got almost 20 buckets worth right away. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now this will go a lot faster once we get the upgrades for these transfer nodes, obviously. We don't have any upgrades yet. So that is something we will be working on. But yeah, now we have a way to actually get lava. So the next thing is make a lava generator. So it's a block of iron, 5 gold, 2 redstone, and a furnace. I converted this. I took the furnace out of here, basically, is what I did. And I put a crafting table into this section. Like, I only really need 1 furnace here. I've never used this other one. And this one doesn't have any speed upgrades in it either. But I would like to be able to put more recipes and things as I'm crafting like this, so I think that's more useful. So here's a lava generator. I forget how this thing looks on the inside. Okay, so we actually have to bucket the lava in there or pipe it in. So if we stick the lava generator like over here, for instance, it should get lava in here and it'll start producing power. So yeah, that is a pretty cool thing. I mean, right away we have all the power. This is automatic. We won't have to touch this again. That's not the permanent spot for this thing, though, unfortunately. I do need to make one more transfer node, and we might put some generators down under here and then move the power over underneath this walkway to the back side of these machines or the bottom of these machines. Something like that. I think that's where I'm going to go with this. But I tell you guys what, we're out of time for today. It is now nighttime. I need to go sleep, actually. I'm not... Actually, you know what I could do? Hold on. Let's not end the episode just yet. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Let's come over here. We see these yellow X's. We can just put some torches on these guys. Boom. No more mobs are going to be able to spawn up there. I don't have to worry about nighttime. That was the one thing I always worried about, is like if I'm over here at the mob farm and it turns nighttime, we gotta run over here and sleep real quick or mobs are gonna spawn up here and be in our base. But no, I think we're pretty good now. But yeah, alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you did like it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.